Hello everybody, my name is Petrakius and welcome to Let's Play It Moves. This is an RPG horror game. Let's get into it. New. Adjust brightness so that the left bar on the TV blends into the background and the center bar is hardly visible. Okay, how do I use my mouse or do I How? Okay, I guess that happened. Bedtime. Bedtime is supposed to be a happy event for a tired child. For me, it was terrifying. While some children might complain about being put to bed before they have finished watching a film or playing their favorite video game, when I was a child, nighttime was something to truly fear. Somewhere in the back of my mind, it still is. This is me. It's a bunk bed. I sleep on the top. It's a wolf. Okay, anything in the bookcase full of toys and stuff. Okay, let's move on. I cannot prove that what happened to me was objectively real, but I can swear that what I experienced was genuine horror. A fear which in my life, I'm glad to say, has never been equaled. I'll relate it to you all now as best I can. Make of it what you will, but I'll be glad to just get it off my chest. Flowers. Mom put these here. This is my father. Okay. I can't remember exactly when it started, but my apprehension towards falling asleep seemed to correspond with my being moved into a room of my own. This is my mother. Ventilation, I think my mom said. Boxes full of stuff. Okay. Don't go pulling out too much stuff now. It's bedtime soon. Let's go in here. This is my brother's room. He told me yesterday to keep out of the room that we had both shared until then. I was 8 years old at the time, and until then, I had shared a room quite happily with my older brother. As is perfectly understandable for a boy 5 years my senior, my brother eventually wished for a room of his own, and as a result, I was given the room in the back of the house. As my brother was given a new bed, I was given the bunk beds which we used to share. While I was upset about sleeping on my own, I was excited at the thought of being able to sleep in the top bunk, which seemed far more adventurous to me. I'm not controlling it now. Alright, it's bedtime. Already? Yes, adults need their sleep, you see. You'll be sleeping alone for the first time. You excited? Yes, Mom. Alright, I'm turning off the lights. Good night. Good night. Chapter 1. Cave. So is the character experiencing, like, nightmares, or... I don't know. Let's just find out. Save? Yeah. Okay. What? The creator said this game was only about 20 minutes long, so it'll probably be in one video. A pot and some ragged cloth. I wonder what's cooking. Probably dead children. I mean, that's it. Judging by where we are. Why is the painting moving? Stalking is such a strong word. I prefer to think of it more as intense research on one individual. By the way, your missing sock is under your bed with me. Just kidding. Kidding that my sock is under there or that you're under there? A cold, unwelcoming breeze comes from the bottom of the stairs. Go down. Weird mushroom looks poisonous. I can't move. Okay, now I can. Purple mushroom, definitely poisonous. Okay, so the other one you weren't sure. What is with the screaming? Okay. Okay, and just like a totally sane person, we're gonna keep walking. Because that's what... Okay. I guess... Oh. Oh, it's one of these. Oh. It's one of these fancy-dancy puzzles. Okay. Some more oddly... Just odd mushrooms in general. What? Okay, yeah, no thank you. Goodbye. Can you just go to hell already? 'Cause like... Stop being so creepy. Okay, what is going on? The floor is getting more red. Holy crap. Holy crap. Please, let me run. Anything faster than this, please. Oh, please. What? What? Did I die? Did I die? Oh, thank God. Mom, I had a bad dream! Mom! Mom, I had a bad dream. Sweetie, what's wrong? I had a bad dream. Aw, that's too bad, sweetie. I'll be up in a minute. We can eat breakfast together. Alright, hurry up. Go change your clothes and I'll be right there. And she closes her eyes. Yeah, she's totally gonna be here. Okay, I'm not controlling that. Okay. So another day started. It was a day of little importance to our story. I won't bother you with the details. The one thing I remember is that even though I played with my friends like I always did, I somehow still felt lonely. I didn't enter my new room until later that night. It was time to go to sleep again. You know what? I'm like controlling where I'm looking. That dream was kind of terrifying. Chapter 2, Labyrinth. Save? Yeah, save. Happy face. Do we? No. Follow the happy faces? No, that's another sad face. Can't go down any of those ways. Happy face. Can I go down this way? No. These noises, what's up with them? Is this a button? Oh, these are buttons. You're a happy face. I'm gonna press you now. Press the other sad face. Okay, so is there like an order? I need to restart now? Yeah. Okay, so there's another puzzle. Okay, cool. Easy puzzle. Let's go. This is like the extra sad face. Bam. Now I guess I can... Okay. Did I mention I hate mazes? Some kind of machinery. Because I hate mazes. Did I mention that? What is that? What? Okay. Oh, okay, okay. Okay. I'm just gonna run the hell away right now, because just fucking shit. Okay. Nope, nope, wrong way. No, okay. Here we go. Now I saw a room up there. Up this way. Or not a room, well I saw this. Whatever this is. Instructions on how to use a fire extinguisher. You pull the pin. Oh! No. 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 No, no, no. No, no. Is it chasing me? Is it? Is it following me? Oh no. Oh no. 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 You're a smiley face. I'm gonna trust you. Let's go this way and not poop our pants. Nothing of interest, I think. You think? There's another one of those. Why is there the face? Why? Why is there a face? Why? Why? Why do you do this, game? Why? Why? You see the face, right? Why? Game? Game? Don't be doing this to me, game. Don't be doing this to me, game. I have no clue where I'm going. What are you? Looks like a fan. There's the monster thing. You see the face, right? I'm not crazy? There is most definitely a face there. You can't tell me no. A wanted poster. Can I leave yet? Can I wake myself up from this nightmare? There's a face. Oh my god, there's most definitely a face. Was that thing chasing me? Okay, there's nothing up in this corner. I guess there's some sort of objective. Collect all those things? I don't know. A poster for some concert. It looks old. Okay. Can someone tell me what the fuck is going on? Please? There's something over here. Oh no, it's just right up there. There's a face. Oh my god. I am so gonna... Oh my god. Okay. Okay. We're fine. Nothing scary's happening. Nothing scary at all. Just a wanted poster. Just a red face that's kind of there and weird monsters everywhere. What am I supposed to do? These monsters don't do shit. What am I supposed to do here? Yeah, face, I see you. What in God's name? There's nothing like on the walls. Nothing that I can see. No buttons I need to press. I can't. I don't see anything special. What's... Yeah, excuse you, monster. Yeah, fuck you. Okay, here are these buttons again. Because I'm back in the center. Where? Oh my god. Ventilation maybe? The air is still stuffy though. Is that something? No. Okay, if there's nothing of interest, where is the thing, are the things of interest? Where? Because I see none of them. I'm just running around this maze with the semi-faded fucking face. Yeah, there's nothing up there. There's nothing anywhere. Oh, there's one of you. Yeah, face. I see ya. Okay, I was just stupid. That thing was probably there all along. I'm just dumb. When you awaken from a deep sleep, to something moving or stirring, it can take a few moments for you to truly understand what is happening. The fog of sleep hangs over your eyes and ears even when lucid. Something was moving, there was no doubt about that. At first, I wasn't sure what it was. Everything was dark, almost pitch black, but there was enough light creeping in from the outside to outline that room. Two thoughts appeared in my mind almost simultaneously. The first was that my parents were in bed because the rest of the house lay both in darkness and silence. The second thought turned to the noise, a noise which had obviously woken me. That was it. Bed sheets rustling in the dark and someone breathing, as if some disturbed sleeper was attempting to get all too comfortable in the bottom bunk. I lay there in disbelief, thinking that the noise was either my imagination or perhaps just my pet cat finding somewhere comfortable to spend the night. It was then that I noticed my door, shut as it had been as I'd fallen asleep. Perhaps my mum had checked on me and the cat had sneaked into my room then. Yes, that must have been it. I turned to face the wall, closing my eyes in the vain hope that I could fall back asleep. As I moved, the rustling noise from beneath me ceased. I thought that I must have disturbed my cat, but quickly I realized the visitor in the bottom bunk was much less mundane than my pet trying to sleep, and much more sinister. As if alerted to and disgruntled by my presence, the disturbed sleeper began to toss and turn violently, like a child having a tantrum in their bed. I could hear the sheets twist and turn with increasing ferocity. Fear then gripped me, not like the subtle sense of unease I had experienced early, but now potent and terrifying. My heart raced as my eyes panicked, scanning the almost impenetrable darkness. I let out a cry. As most young boys do, I instinctively shouted on my mother. I could hear something stir on the other side of the house, but as I began to breathe a sigh of relief that my parents were coming to save me, the bunk beds suddenly started to shake violently as if gripped by an earthquake, scraping against the wall. I could hear the sheets below me thrashing around as if tormented by malice. I did not want to jump down to safety as I feared the thing in the bottom bunk would reach out and grab me, pulling me into the darkness, so I stayed there, white knuckles clutching my own blanket like a shroud of protection. The wait seemed like an eternity. "What's wrong? Did you have a bad dream?" I cried, and my mother consoled me. Tears of fear followed by relief streamed down my face. Yet through all of the horror and relief, I did not tell her why I was so upset. I cannot explain it, but it was as though whatever had been in that bunk would return if I even so much as spoke of it. Whether that was the truth, I do not know, but as a child I felt as if that unseen menace remained close, listening. My mother lay in the empty bunk, promising to stay there until morning. I remember the next day wanting to go anywhere, be anywhere, but in that suffocating room. It was a Saturday, and I played outside, quite happily with my friends. Although our house was not large, and we were lucky to have a long, sloping garden in the back. We played there often, as much of it was overgrown, and we could hide in the bushes, climb in the huge sycamore tree, which towered above all else, and easily imagine ourselves in the throes of a grand adventure. As fun as it all was, occasionally my eye would turn to that small window in my room, ordinary, slight, and insidious. But for me, that thin boundary was a looking glass into a strange, cold pocket of dread. Outside, the lush green surroundings of our garden filled with the smiling faces of my friends. Inside, the feeling of something in that room watching me play, waiting for the night when I would be alone, eagerly filled with hate. It may sound strange to you, but by the time my parents ushered me back into that room for the night, I said nothing. I didn't protest. I didn't even make an excuse as to why I couldn't sleep there. I still felt that this thing would be enraged if I so much as spoke of it. Another night came. So this game's getting intense. Jesus. Chapter 3. Factorized. Save? Yeah, save. Man, don't leave me alone. A huge skull. A banner on a long pole that's too old and torn to make. Is that thing's eyes glowing? Yeah, okay. Yeah, the thing's eyeballs are glowing. Okay, yeah, they're definitely pulsating now. I didn't know there was a rave going on. Okay, yeah. It's only a little okay. So... Okay, pentagrams. Some kind of altar. Some kind of machine. Hello? Does that say hello? No, goodbye. Fuck you. Go die in a hole horribly, please. Nobody loves you. Okay. I'm finding it hard to navigate the terrain because, like, right here, I think the wall isn't the wall. Is there gonna be another face or? Okay, some metal bars. Okay, I'm back at the altar. Oh, I can go behind the altar. Didn't know that. Thought the altar blocked this off. A picture of some kind of green landscape. The picture isn't too bad a shape to make out any details. So we got some green. Green's a nice color. Definitely unlike this monster. This monster's not nice. What kind of thing would torment such a child? Yeah, hello. Okay, I flipped the switch. What happened? Oh, did that remove some of the those like metal barriers over here? Those metal bars. Sorry, the frame rate's not quite the best. Okay, hello. Hello, face demon. Are you? How are you? Oh, okay. So it's a polite little guy. Did it open the one over here? I am completely lost, if you can tell. Not that I'm completely lost, I just have no freaking clue where I'm going. Where is the thing? Oh yes, it was over here. Is that gentleman gonna pay me another visit? A creepy mask, no shit. Happy music, yay, nothing scary is gonna happen. Happy music, totally not a face right there. Happy music, yay. Disregard that and just listen to the happy music, yay. No, not a creepy mask that's probably gonna jump at me in a couple of seconds. Yeah, this is very, very sane. You know, okay. So, shit, the section's not over? What is that? Shit. There's more? Shit, I thought the section would be over after that. Shit. Still, neither of these things have opened. Okay, I've checked that corner. Let's go down here. I don't think I've been down here. Oh, hi, face man. Hi. How's life, face man? Okay. Not creepy at all. No. Just random devil worship. And other crazy shit. Okay. You don't have any more messages for me inscribed in my own blood? Oh look, blood. Fun. Okay, so that probably opened up the one where Face Man was. If I remember how to get there. Hey, Face Man, let's go say hi. Let's meet him up again. Needs a cup of coffee, Face Man? I'm coming. Oh no, it didn't open, Face Man. Did it open over here? Yeah, it did. What the fuck? What the fuck? Okay. And Face Man's door still isn't open. Okay. So where do I go? Bottom right? Maybe? I'm not sure if I've been bottom right yet. Is this the bottom right? Or is this bottom left? That was bottom left. Let's go bottom right. Not sure if I've been there yet. Looks almost like the rights on the runway at airports. Okay. This is the top. I want to go to the bottom. What am I doing? And there's nothing. Okay. Let's keep moving on. Yeah, creepy mask was in here. Where do I go? I don't see any more like open or locked doors. We're at the altar again. Is there the devil worship altar? Did that open something else and I'm just like blind? Have I been up here? No, I haven't. That's the answer. Is Face Man gonna appear? Is he gonna leave his house, or do I have to go say hi to Mr. Face Man? I think I gotta go say hi, so I'm just gonna pop in. Say hi to Mr. Face Man. Oh, he's not here. Face Man left. Is Face Man gonna give me a jump scare? Now I gotta go back to the altar, don't I? Okay. Let's go. So this game's only thoroughly creepy. Okay, what? Oh, so I have to go a certain way to reach the altar. It's not letting me just go directly to the altar. I have to go a certain direction to scare the piss out of myself. Okay. Okay. It's funny how certain words can remain hidden from your mind no matter how blatant or obvious they are. One word came to me that night, lying there in the darkness alone, frightened, aware of a rotten change in the atmosphere. A thickening of the air as if something had displaced it. As I heard the first casual twists of the bed sheets below, the first anxious increase of my heartbeat at the realization that something was once again in the bottom bunk. That word. A word which has been sent into exile, filtered up through my consciousness, breaking free of all repression, gasping for air, screaming, etching, and carving itself into my mind. Ghost. As this thought came to me, I noticed that my unwelcome visitor had ceased moving. The bedsheets lay calm and dormant, but they had been replaced by something far more hideous. A slow, rhythmic, rasping breath heaved and escaped from the thing below. I could imagine its chest rising and falling with each sordid, wheezing and garbled breath. I shuddered and hoped beyond all hope that it would leave without occurrence. The house lay as it had the previous night, in a thick blanket of darkness. Silence prevailed, all but for the perverted breath of my as yet unseen bunkmate. I lay there, terrified. I just wanted this thing to go, to leave me alone. What did it want? Then something unmistakable, chilling transpired. It moved. It moved in a way different from before. When it threw itself around in the bottom bunk, it seemed unrestrained, without purpose, almost animalistic. For that thing lying there in the darkness, that thing which seemed intent on terrorizing a young boy, calmly and nonchalantly sat up. Its labored breathing had become louder. Now only a mattress and a few flimsy wooden slats separated my body from the unearthly breath below. I lay there, my eyes filled with tears, a fear which mere words cannot relate to, or anyone else coursed through my veins. I would not have believed that this fear could have been heightened, but I was so wrong. I imagined what this thing would look like, sitting there listening from below my mattress, hoping to catch the slightest hint that I was awake. Imagination then turned to an unnerving reality. It began to touch the wooden slats which my mattress sat on. It seemed to caress them carefully, running what I imagined to be fingers and hands across the surface of the wood. Then, with great force, it prodded angrily between two slots into the mattress. Even though the padding, it felt as though someone had viciously stuck their finger into my side. I let out an almighty cry, and the wheezing, shaking, and moving thing in the bunk below replied in kind by violently vibrating the bunk as it had done the night before. Small flakes of paint powdered onto my blanket from the walls. The frame of the bed scraped along it, backwards and forwards. Once again I was bathed in light, and there stood my mother, loving, caring as she always was, with a comforting hug and calming words which eventually subdued my hysteria. Of course she asked what was wrong, but I could not say. I dared not say. I simply said one word over and over and over and over again. Nightmare. This pattern of events continued for weeks, if not months. Night after night I would awaken to the sound of rustling sheets. Each time I would scream so as not to provide this abomination with time to prod and feel for me. With each cry the bed would shake violently, stopping with the arrival of my mother, who would spend the rest of the night in the bottom bunk, seemingly unaware of the sinister force torturing her son nightly. Along the way, I managed to feign illness a few times and come up with other, less than truthful reasons for sleeping in my parents' bed. More often than not, I would be alone for the first few hours of each night in that place. The room where the light from outside did not sit right. Alone with that thing. With time, you can become desensitized to almost anything, no matter how horrific. I had come to realize that, for whatever reason, this thing could not harm me when my mother was present. I'm sure the same would have been said for my father, but as loving as he was, waking him from sleep was almost impossible. Waking me, on the other hand, was no trouble at all, thanks to all the nightmares. Chapter 4: Anger Overload. Okay, what's gonna happen now? This is nice. Okay. I'm in a house. Yeah, save. Save. Do all of the saving, please. Okay. Ooh, what's that? A hook hangs from the wall. A piece of meat hangs dry from it. It's shaking. Lightning's happening. Earthquake? That does not sound like an earthquake. I don't think earthquakes make those sounds. The painted glass depicts a scene from the Bible. What is that red thing? Okay. This is normal. Every house has one of these places, right? Another one. Big jars filled with heads of some sort. No shit. Various jars with disgusting stuff inside, to say the least. Ooh, this is, whoa. It's a big pool, but I'd rather not use it. Are you not gonna talk about the head? Okay, no thank you. Okay, don't notice the thing you just stepped on and keep... Are those hanging cats? Are those hanging cats? Who the fuck decided to hang cats? I'm gonna find this person who hung those cats, and I'm gonna beat them to death with their own intestines. Okay, where do I go now? Okay, is the floor splitting in half? Oh shit. Shit. Okay. Okay, yeah. I'm just gonna run, and these mustachioed babies can just sit there. Because that first one definitely had a mustache. And... yeah, there it is. Mustache baby again. I'm just gonna run. So these weird babies with their weird mustaches can leave me. Okay, that one's face is not what it was before. That one is definitely not what it was before. Okay, just keep walking down the hallway of giant baby statues. Or mummies, or whatever they are. I think they're babies. Okay. Their crying sounds like a chainsaw. What is this? That's a chainsaw. You can't tell me that's not a chainsaw. And now there's baby crying. Is the mustachioed baby killing all these other babies? Is that what's going on? I'm just walking endlessly and there's this crying going on. Okay, this crying's only a little disturbing. Okay, for a second I thought it all stopped, and I was like, what? Okay, no. Goodbye. Goodbye. shit. Okay. See you all in hell. I'm out, motherfuckers. Okay. The weird monkey baby things killed me. My greatest fears were realized in the winter. The days grew short, and the longer nights merely provided this wretch with more opportunities. It was a difficult time for my family. My grandmother, a wonderfully kind and gentle woman, had deteriorated greatly since the death of my grandfather. My mother was trying her best to keep her in the community as long as possible. However, dementia is a cruel and degenerative illness, robbing a person of their memories one day at a time. Soon she recognized none of us, and it became clear that she would need to be moved from her house to a nursing home. Before she could be moved, my grandmother had a particularly difficult few nights, and my mother decided that she would stay with her. As much as I loved my grandmother and felt nothing but anguish at her illness, to this day I feel guilty that my first thoughts were not of her, but of what my nightly visitor may do should it become aware of my mother's absence. Her presence was the one thing which I was sure was protecting me from the full horror of this thing's reach. I rushed home from school that day and immediately wrenched the bedsheets and mattresses from my lower bunk, removing all the slats and placing an old desk, a chest of drawers, and some chairs, which we kept in a cupboard where the bottom bunk used to be. I told Father I was making an office, which he found adorable, but I'd be damned if I'd give that thing a place to sleep for one more night. As darkness approached, I lay there knowing my mother was not in the house. I did not know what to do. My only impulse was to sneak into her jewelry box and take a small family crucifix which I had seen there before. My family were not very religious. At that age I still believed in God and hoped that somehow this would protect me. Although fearful and anxious, while gripping the crucifix under my pillow tightly in one hand, sleep eventually came as I drifted off to dream. I hoped that I would awaken in the morning without incidents. Unfortunately, that night was the most terrifying of all. Okay, I think the whole 20 minutes playtime thing was a little off, because I've done a lot more than 20 minutes worth right now. Chapter 5, Urban Explorer. If we could get less of those maze levels and more of the levels like the last one. Save? Yes, please. Jesus. It says woof. I know it says woof. What's with the face? You can't tell me that's a dog. So can we just talk about those hanging cats first? Okay. The feeling that something's invading your privacy, even without ill will, is still disturbing. Okay, screaming. But seriously, there were hanging cats in that hallway, I swear to Christ almighty, what the fuck? Okay. Nope, nobody, nope. And if you don't know why they are here, you hold the greatest amount of fear for them. Was the thing up there? No. Hey, it's a dinosaur. It's Triceratops, yeah, that's what I said. It's a Triceratopsosaurus Rex. The sounds of screams are awful. They're even worse when they are your own. Jesus, okay. There's a piece of paper here. It reads, knock knock. Okay, no thank you. Nope. Can I not go back? Okay. I only kind of jumped there. Now will you let me through? Okay, I had to press space. I'm sorry. A writing desk with some school material on it. A writing desk with some school material on it. Okay. Looks like there's nothing inside. Big filing cabinet, writing desk, various books that look like they would be hard to read, especially for an 8-year-old. But man, this character has some stuff going on. Like he has all this, but he also okay. Locked. So not only is there all this going on, but there's also like his grandfather died and his grandmother has dementia. It's not fun stuff to deal with. Yeah, no, I'm gonna do not that. Lock on the door is broken. I don't think I can get in. Oh, are you gonna force me to? Are you gonna force me to follow this zombie? Okay, no, thank you, no. Was that a cow? Was that a cow? I think that was. Where did it go? Are these faces? No, these are not machines. They are faces. You cannot tell me. Plants grow through the cracks in the floor. Okay, what is up with all this? This does not look fun. This looks exactly not fun. But yeah, this story is really interesting. I gotta say, while the frame rate isn't the best during some of these gameplay parts, and that might just be because my recording software is taking up a lot of my CPU, but I mean, this is a great game. I give it like 10 out of 10. Unless it throws some weird anticlimactic end. Okay. Okay, it's what? Okay, I'm not controlling this, by the way. What is going on? I can't do anything. All these creatures are moving in. Am I gonna be like sacrificed to like Satan at that altar before? I mean, it had the upside down pentagram and everything. Ding. What is going on? Were they killing a dog or me? Because if they killed a dog, I'm gonna kill them. First they hang cats, then they kill dogs. Who the hell do these people think they are? You're awfully quiet nowadays. Is there something wrong, son? Nothing. Are you sure? Is there something wrong with your new room? Are you lonely without your brother? No. Alright then. Why did you just lie there, character? Me. Why did you just do that? Does not sound like a fun thing. I woke gradually. The room was once again dark. As my eyes adjusted, I could gradually make out the window and the door and the walls, some toys on the shelf, and even to this day I shudder to think of it, for there was no noise, no rustling of sheets, no movement at all. The room felt lifeless, yet not empty. The nightly visitor, that unwelcome, wheezing, hate-filled thing which had terrorized me night after night, was not in the bottom bunk. It was in my bed. I opened my mouth to scream, but nothing came out. Utter terror had shaken the very sound from my voice. I lay motionless. If I could not scream, I did not want to let it know I was awake. I had not yet seen it, I could only feel it. It was obscured under my blanket. I could see its outline and I could feel its presence, but I dared not look. The weight of it pressed down on top of me, a sensation I will never forget. When I say that hours passed, I do not exaggerate. Laying there motionless in the darkness, I was every bit as scared and frightened. I was every bit a scared and frightened young boy. If it had been during the summer months, it would have been light by then. But the grasp of winter is long and unrelenting, and I knew it would be hours before sunrise, a sunrise which I yearned for. I was a timid child by nature, but I reached a breaking point. A moment where I could wait no more, where I could survive under this intimately deviant abomination no longer. Fear can sometimes wear you out, make you threadbare, a shell of nerves, leaving only the slightest trace of you behind. I had to get out of that bed. Then I remembered the crucifix. My hand still lay underneath the pillow, but it was empty. I slowly moved my wrist around to find it, minimizing as best I could the sound and vibrations caused, but it could not be found. I had either knocked it off the top bunk, or it had, I cannot bear to think of it, been taken from my hand. Without the crucifix, I lost any sense of hope. Even at such a young age, you can be acutely aware of what death is and intensely frightened of it. I knew I was going to die in that bed if I lay there, dormant, passive, doing nothing. I had to leave that room behind, but how? Should I leap from the bed and hope that I make it to the door? What if it is faster than me? Or should I slowly slip out of that top bunk, hoping not to disturb my uncanny bedfellow? Realizing that I had not stirred when I moved, trying to find the crucifix, I began to have the strangest thoughts. Chapter 6, The Abyss. So this game is much longer than the 20-minute playtime, but I think with how far I'm in, I'll just keep it at one video, one recording session. That means... Am I swimming? Save? Yeah, save. Fishies! How could fishies be terrifying, except, you know, the fact that deep ocean fish are like the stuff of nightmares. Doesn't look like I'm in deep ocean though. It looks like I'm just in like some pond or something. If you guys have time, you should look up the goblin shark. The thing's like the coolest, weirdest fish ever. I'm okay. Why is this in the middle of the sea? What is this in the middle of the sea? Never, man. I can no longer move out of this. There's a dead body. That's fun. Gotta swim over these barriers or down past them or... These barriers look like I could swim over them, but I can't. Drain water, remove diving gear, yes. That sounded more like a roar than the removal of some water. Is that my dad? Okay, let's follow him. But yeah, like deep ocean fish, like that thing. That is the stuff of nightmares, and I'm probably in a nightmare, so... wrong? I can't, like, swim? No, there's nothing I can do. My character's gonna drown. Okay, or get eaten by that thing. What am I doing asleep? The thing's still in my bed. What if it was asleep? It hadn't so much as breathed since I had woken up. Perhaps it was resting, believing that it had finally got me, that I was finally in its grasp. Or perhaps it was toying with me. After all, it had been doing just that for countless nights. And now, with me under it, pinned against my mattress with no mother to protect me, maybe it was holding off, savoring its victory until the last possible moment, like a wild animal savoring its prey. I tried to breathe as shallowly as possible, and mustering every ounce of courage I could, I reached over slowly with my right hand and began to peel the blanket off of me. What I found under those covers almost stopped my heart. I did not see it, but as my hand moved the blanket, it brushed against something. Something smooth and cold. Something which felt unmistakably like a gaunt hand. I held my breath in terror as I was sure it must now have known that I was awake. Nothing. It did not stir. It felt dead. After a few moments, I placed my hand carefully further down the blanket and felt a thin, poorly formed forearm. My confidence and almost twisted sense of curiosity grew as I moved down further to a disproportionately larger bicep muscle. The arm was outstretched, lying across my chest, with the hand resting on my left shoulder, as if it had grabbed me in my sleep. I realized that I would have to move this cadaverous appendage if I even so much as hoped to escape its grasp. For some reason, the feeling of torn, ragged clothing on the shoulder of this nighttime invader stopped me in my tracks. Fear once again swelled in my stomach and in my chest as I recoiled my hand in disgust at the touch of straggled, oily hair. I could not bring myself to touch its face, although I wonder to this very day what it would have felt like. Dear God, it moved. Alright, Chapter 7. Woo! This game's getting intense. I have a feeling there's only a couple more chapters left. Save? Yeah, save. That is a big-ass window. Okay, I'm just gonna ignore that and keep going. Because it's not creepy at all. No. What the fuck? Oh god, you can enter. Oh god. The last enemy that shall be destroyed is death. Do you have more words of wisdom? No. Let's keep going in this totally not threatening. Like, look at the music. The music's pleasant, therefore this area totally can't just murder me and... Right, giant floating thing. Right. Can't murder me at all. Nah, these giant machines of whatever the fuck totally can't murder me. Nope. I'm perfectly safe here. Not gonna get murdered at all. Nope. And having once chosen never to seek to return to the crossroads of that decision, for even if one chooses wrongly, the choice cannot be unmade. And what do you have? At a crossroads in life, what does one do? Stand at the crossroads, if you will, but if you'll not choose, I'll move on without you. And then this guy says, and having once chosen never to seek to return to the crossroads of that decision, for even if one chooses wrongly, the choice cannot be unmade. Okay. Oh, is this crossroads? Is this what they're talking about? Okay, cool, I'll go down this way. No, I won't. I'll go down this way. No, I won't. I'll go down this way. No, I won't. I'll go down this way again. I can't, like, select it at all. Like, where do I go? This is the crossroads you're talking about, I'm guessing? Oh god. This is not where I was. No, 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 no. Move, get out of this area. No, what? No, 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 no. No, thank you, giant organ probably made from actual organs. What? I can't move. Or I can't leave. I can move. So now I'm just gonna sit here and accept my fate. Hello, power cables. Hello. Power cables. Giant bat thing with flashing faces. Okay. It moved. It was subtle, but its grip on my shoulder and across my body strengthened. No tears came, but God, how I wanted to cry. As its hand and arm slowly coiled around me, my left leg brushed along the cool wall which my bed lay against. Of all that happened to me in that room, this was the strangest. I realized this clutching, rancid thing which drew great delight from violating a young boy's bed was not entirely on top of me. It was sticking out from the wall, like a spider striking from its lair. Suddenly its grip moved from a slowly tightening to a sudden squeeze. It pulled and clawed at my clothes as if frightened that the opportunity would soon pass. I fought against it, but its emaciated arm was too strong for me. Its head rose up, writhing and contorting under the blanket. I realized where it was taking me. Into the wall. I fought for my dear life. I cried, and suddenly my voice returned for me, yelling, screaming, but no one came. Then I realized why it was so eager to suddenly strike, why this thing had to have me now. Through my window, that window which seemed to represent so much malice from outside, streaked hope, the first rays of sunshine. I struggled further, knowing that if I could just hold on, it would soon be gone. As I fought for my life, the unearthly parasite shifted, slowly pulling itself up from my chest. Its head now poking out from under the blanket, wheezing, coughing, rasping. I do not remember its features, I simply remember its breath against my face, foul and cold as ice. As the sun broke over the horizon, that dark place, that suffocating room of contempt that was washed, bathed in sunlight. I passed out as its scrawny fingers encircled my neck, squeezing the very life from me. Okay. Heartbeats going on. I awoke to my father offering to make me some breakfast, A wonderful sight indeed. I had survived the most horrible experience of my life until then and now. I moved the bed away from the wall, leaving behind the furniture I believed would stop that thing from taking a bed. Little did I think that it would try to take mine and me. Weeks passed without incident, yet on one cold, frostbitten night I awoke to the sound of the furniture where the bunk bed used to be, vibrating violently. I lay there, sure I could hear distant wheezing coming from deep within the wall, finally fading into the distance. The following year I was given a larger room on the other side of the house, and my parents took that room as their bedroom. They said they didn't need a large room, just one big enough for a bed and a few things. They lasted 10 days. We moved on the 11th. Is that it? It Moves, a game by Snow Owl. Yes, this game was amazing. A couple of those chapters were like long. I didn't quite know what to do, but that's probably all on me, nothing on this game developer. This was a great game, great story. Thanks to everyone. 8 Million Ways to Die. Thanks to all these people. This game was great. Based on the story Bedtime by Michael Whitehouse. Thank you. This game was awesome. So, without further ado, thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you all in the next video. Bye-bye.